Hello everybody, I'm here to do yet another TF2 commentary. Yes, I'm here again, playing as the engineer. And here I am with the Southern Hospitality. Yeah, I love this weapon because I think it's very effective for taking down spies if they try to get you to the skies, but then you just hit them and make them bleed. I can make a song about that. No, but I'm not going to. You can make them bleed and then it's, you know the spies. I also use the Frontier Justice, which is a very good shotgun in my opinion. It's like that and the Widowmaker up there as my two favourites. I didn't use the Widowmaker because I was getting annoyed at how much I was missing with that gun today for some reason. I have no idea why. But I used it anyway a bit and I got sick of it, so I started using the Frontier Justice and I got more kills with it, in fairness. I also use the Wrangler because I thought the Wrangler would be a bit more entertaining to watch than just, a random sentry killing everything by itself. And I use the default PDA thing. I don't think there's any other thing apart from it. So, yeah. Today I want to talk about a very interesting topic in video games, and that's permadeath. As in, not coming back, not respawning, just once you die once, you're gone forever. And every other medium is very realistic about that. People die permanently in every other thing, like movies and TV shows and all that stuff. They always die immediately, but that's expected because it's supposed to be more realistic than video games. But some video games really do try to go for that immersion that permadeath offers, and it really does add to fear factor and how much danger you could be in. Like in Daisy, the standalone game and the mod, in both of them, it's kind of a permadeath because you lose all your stuff, and it's kind of you start from the beginning again. So it's basically any progress you made at all, you lose. Mostly, for the most part, and it isn't exactly a permadeath, but it's kind of the next best thing to a permadeath. But there are games that have fully fledged permadeaths, like FTL, Faster Than Light. That game is very, very good at what it does. It's basically a ship riding simulator where you have your own crew members, and you make all the stuff, and you go into battles and you fight all these people. I'll be completely honest, I haven't played FTL for longer than 10-20 minutes, so I can't really give not 10-20 minutes, sorry, about an hour. So I can't really give a very good opinion, but I do respect the fact that they didn't give a respawn in it. They literally just give you a permadeath, and you die after the first attempt. If you die after the first battle or the first wave of people, then you just, you're gone forever. You have to start all the way again. Which, it takes a lot of cojones to do that as a developer, because it could annoy a lot of people if they can't come back. Don't Starve, but it's different for some other genres, like Don't Starve. In Don't Starve, it's specifically a survival game. The aim of the game is to not die. All you have to do is just stay alive, so it's a bit more expected for it to be a survival game, so therefore permadeath would be a more interesting thing to put in it. And permadeath is usually a fairly well accepted thing in video games, so long as it's well justified. In survival horror games, it's very good for making you even more scared than you already are as you're playing through the game, and then when you die you realize you're gone for good. It adds to it a fair bit because it makes you realize that you can't just come back and come to the same point immediately. You have to be a lot more careful. And that's that's a fairly good way to do it. It basically does make survival horror games a lot scarier. There's this game, I haven't played it, but I've been told of a very cool feature that's in it, and that's Zombie U. Zombie U, that launch game that came from the Wii U, that was basically a survival horror game for zombies, and everyone was kind of like, oh, another zombie game. But it did offer a fairly cool new feature in it, which I thought was kind of made it a bit of an exception, which is where after you die, you don't come back. You come back as someone else at a different point, which is pretty cool actually, because it really adds to the realism that it's a survival horror game often tries to give. So I gotta give Wii U points I gotta give Wii U and Zombie U and whoever developed it points for that, because it's a fairly effective way of doing it, and I haven't seen it before, especially in a zombie game or a survival horror game, because it's a good way of making it scarier. Now, for all I know, Zombie U could be terrible. It could be really bad. The immersion could be terrible, and people could just hate it so much, and you get really sick of it, and hate there's probably game breaking glitches in it. I don't know because I have never played it. So maybe I shouldn't have brought it up because there's not as much immersion, because there mightn't be as much immersion as I'm saying there is because I haven't played it. Anyway, I'm gonna go back on to the original topic I was talking about, which was permadeath. Now, I think that people generally accept permadeath depending on the genre. Like I'd say in a first-person shooter, like Team Fortress, you get fairly pissed off in a game for permadeath. But then there's often game modes, and are actually my favorite. Like for example, Arena in Team Fortress 2. Like when you die, you don't respawn. You have to wait till the next round. That's pretty cool. I actually quite like that because it makes you want to be more careful about when you rocket jump, or when you sticky bomb jump, and when you do all that. When you do all the stuff that costs you life, and there's no medic around, it makes you want to be a lot more careful about what you do. And I think that's actually a fairly cool feature of Team Fortress 2, and I always liked it. And I always find it a shame that arena maps never get that much publicity. Like, I try and play them as much as I can, but I tend to never find that many like full, proper, big arena maps. There's usually like 5 or 6 people per game in a maximum of 20. Like even in Call of Duty, when I played that, the game where I played by far the most, way more than Team Deathmatch or Capture the Flag or Domination, was Search and Destroy, because everyone loves Search and Destroy because of the permadeath standard in it, that when you die, you're gone, you're not coming back. So it seems kind of like as if people actually want permadeath more often, because it's like, fair enough, Arena isn't a popular method of doing it, but Search and Destroy is one of the most popular methods of doing it in COD. It's still around, even in the newer games. And maybe people want permadeath in more games. Maybe they want them to spread around and be in more games than usual, and like in other games like RPGs and all those other kinds of games. MMOs, well, MMOs you respawn, but you often lose all your shit, which is kind of permadeath. Not really. It's like halfway there. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you like this rambling mess that I've made. If you don't, then don't like, I suppose. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, then as I already said, please don't bother liking because you don't care. See ya. Bye.